So why don't I make videos in Hindi? Because I want to make content for India. And India doesn't mean just the parts of India that speak Hindi. The whole India. Southern, northeastern, eastern, western. Every part of India I want to include. And I want to make content for. And it's not really bad to get a bag of money from foreign countries as well. So that's that. And yeah, sure, I don't have the perfect accent that I want. That would really put me as close to some foreign content creators. That's true, but my first language is Punjabi. It's not even Hindi. So there's that. If I make content in Punjabi, then even Hindi-speaking audience they won't be able to understand most of the words I'd say in Punjabi. So the language barrier would be there. I think English is the best language, but that's not the reason. That's not the question I really wanted to answer today in this video. I really see a lot of people saying that Hindi should be included in textbooks. Hindi should really be made like a national language of India, and we should all learn it. And I'm here to tell you, learning Hindi is not worth the effort. And why am I saying this? Because first of all, we literally don't have a nice institution to put more and more words in Hindi. All we are doing is just borrowing words from English now. Yeah, English does that too, but there's a big institution like Oxford to really, transmute the word into a way that it sounds English, even though I've borrowed it from some other language. So there's thousands of people, thousands of words being added in the English dictionary every fucking year. That's not happening in Hindi. It's slowly dying. It's slowly being transformed into Hinglish, and I won't be surprised if it slowly fades away. And even if we make lots of effort like Hebrew or Chinese and adding more words in Hindi into reviving the language, even then it's not really useful. Why? Because the flow of information is from outer foreign countries to India. It's not the other way out. So most of the information we get here, most of the ideas, whether it be business or research ideas, most of them are invented in the foreign countries, in other worlds, and then it comes to India. So all we do is just copy. Like, look at Indian PhDs, bro. We have so many PhDs passing out every year, and still we don't have any good research. Do you know the last time any Indian researcher based in India got a Nobel Prize in science? It was 1930, before fucking independence, by C.V. Raman for the Raman effect. That was 1930. 1930 was the last time any Indian researcher got an original idea. That was the last time when there was a new information created and it flew from India to the outer world. And even he was researching in English. So clearly there is no need for foreigners to learn Hindi. We all know English and there's not much information to be learned anymore. And you might argue that, the Hindu nationalists might argue that we have the Vedas, the Upanishads, and we have such a rich culture, we have such a rich collection of textbooks, a rich collection of philosophy. I don't think it would die. Well, first of all, it was written in Sanskrit, and second of all, that is not a very valuable information. Most of that is already been translated into English. And the problem with these people is, the problem with most Indians, whenever this debate of what did India contribute in society, what did India contribute in science, the only answer people give is, well, we gave zero, or we had Ramanujan or C.V. Raman. And we give these very old examples from the old textbooks. Like, yeah, sure, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm not saying that. Yeah, sure, I feel proud for that. Yeah, sure, it was nice, but what else? We need more. This is not finite process that, yeah, I've discovered something and it's over. This is a continuous process of honest scientific inquiry. This is the constant process of inquiring what the universe has to offer. It's a constant process of unveiling the mysteries of the universe. Science is not just a means to an end, and we've certainly not reached the end yet. All we do now, like most of the Indian PhDs, are useless. And I'd give you an example. When I had this idea of Newton's third law of motion, if you might have seen the failed ideas video. So I was thinking, how do I know that I'm not plagiarizing someone else's ideas? Maybe someone else has already published this research, so there's no point in researching myself. So I was searching this, and I got a lot of Indian YouTubers telling how to prevent plagiarism, how to avoid plagiarism. And when I saw those videos, they might still be on YouTube. Like, you can search yourself. You can search them yourself, how to avoid plagiarism. And I was literally shocked to find out that they were literally giving me advice to steal someone else's research. They were giving me advice, okay, you can steal his research, but you can, transform the sentences in a way, you can change the keywords here and there. You can change the keywords here and there, you can change the values, and just so that the result still aligns with the experiments and observations, and then you can publish it in like a third or second grade journal, because you can't publish it in a first grade journal. They would know that it's plagiarized. So they were literally giving me an advice to steal someone else's idea, and that wouldn't give me shit. Like, at the end of the day, I am researching so that I get fame, and I really help steer humanity in a new direction. I really help in scientific research. That's what I want. And stealing someone else's idea doesn't give me shit. But it does give me one thing. That is my PhD degree. That is a way to boast that I've published a research in a journal, which is bullshit. All you have done is copied from someone else. I'm literally shocked that this is really the reality of most Indian PhD holders in science. In most fields, that is the reality of India. We are literally becoming a second grade China. Is that what all we can do? Copy? Really? Come on, guys. Like, come on. And the main problem is pseudoscience. Most of the research that we publish is like how cow urine would help in this or that and shit. And most of the research that is published is not in A grade journals, because it can't be published there. It would be criticized so heavily because the results are not conclusive. Just because you find an important element in something, that doesn't mean it's useful. Like, I'm not really here to rant on how to do research or shit. I might make another video or maybe write a book on it. But come on, guys. You have to get out of pseudoscience. If you really want Hindi, if you really want India to play as a superpower, you have to facilitate providing information. You have to facilitate information flowing out of India. Other people should really see the value in India, and they would see it when original things come out from it, when people copy us, not the other way around. That's what we are doing, copying. And I'm not really blaming people. We had a really tough past. So many unstable kingdoms, colonizers. It was really a tough past, and I don't blame them. If you can't really find food, then it's really hard to work on research, right? But now it's the time. Now it's the time to change. Now it's the time to give up all those misconceptions, those pseudosciences, and work. Really learn and inquire and make new shit, make interesting, cool stuff. Now's the time. You're not starving now. You are just sitting comfortably in your parents' home. and all you do is watch shitty YouTube videos. Now's the time to research. Now's the time to help India grow. And when that really starts happening, that is when I can hope that yeah, Hindi can become a global language. Otherwise, all attempts would be just futile, won't be useful. So yeah, keep thinking, keep having fun.